Sawadee Krap, I'm JP Mestanza. Today is Wednesday, May 4th. Welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by pbcphuket.com. One of the men identified by Thailand police as one of the two shooters of Indian gangster Jimi Sandhu, who was shot here in Phuket and killed back in early February, he's now dead due to a small plane crash in his native Canada. Jean Larkamp and Matthew Dupre were identified by authorities as the two hitmen who waited in the bushes and then killed Jimi Sandhu back on February 4th outside his villa in Rawai. The two men left Thailand 2 days after the gangland shooting. Now, the Vancouver Sun reports that Larkamp was one of 4 people who died in a small plane crash in northeastern Ontario last Saturday on April 30th. Larkamp was facing murder and conspiracy charges related to the shooting of Sandhu here on the island. Reports say Larkamp was one of several fugitives on the run who died in that plane crash near Sioux Lookout in Ontario. Ontario police are now investigating how the plane went down. The other man identified in the killing of Sandhu in Phuket, Matthew Dupre, was arrested in Canada in late February and is now being held in an Alberta jail, pending an extradition request to Thailand. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. A 34-year-old Thai man high on drugs drove his motorcycle into the highly restricted runway area of Suvarnabhumi Airport in Bangkok and caused a 10-minute chase. He's now facing several years in prison on multiple charges. 34-year-old Vashara Kambut faces 8 charges, among them carrying a weapon that affects airport safety, which carries a max penalty of death or life in prison. The whole thing took place shortly before noon on Tuesday, when he was seen riding his motorcycle onto the restricted apron area after sneaking through the gate. Once he got there, he abandoned his motorcycle and began running wildly with a steel axe and a handgun, chased after by airport security guards. He pointed the gun at them and ordered them to back up, but the chase continued as he tried to evade the guards. Eventually, he made his way up to a staircase onto a walking bridge to get inside the building. Then, 10 minutes after he breached the restricted area, airport security smashed the glass door and arrested the culprit, seizing a 50-centimeter long steel axe, a pair of scissors, a yaba pill methamphetamine tablet, and a replica handgun. Some of the guards sustained minor injuries, as did the culprit. The whole thing was captured on CCTV and later was posted on social media, where it went viral. When asked why the guards didn't use weapons on the man, the airport's general manager said, quote, "Using arms during an operation is a last resort for the safety of air travelers. An arrest is a priority for security authorities." Authorities say the man was clearly on drugs and couldn't give a coherent statement or answer questions. He faces several years in prison if convicted on the 8 charges. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. A former deputy prime minister is claiming that some members of parliament are being offered anywhere from 5 to 30 million baht to vote against the prime minister in an upcoming no-confidence vote, a claim that the premier is dismissing. Former deputy prime minister Trairong Suwarnabhumi said via Facebook on Tuesday that he had learned that some 5 to 30 million baht had been offered to some members of parliament for small coalition parties to topple the government in the next few months when Parliament reconvenes and a no-confidence debate is expected to take place, or during a vote on the budget bill for 2023. In response, Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha says there's no evidence of this and that anyone can say things with no evidence and not back it up. Digital Economy and Society Minister Chaiwat Tanakamanuson, who is the deputy leader of the Palang Prachara Party, the same party as the Prime Minister, said it was normal for the rumor mill to go into overdrive ahead of the no-confidence debate, with the opposition camp and government critics trying to put pressure on the government. Deputy Prime Minister Anutin Chanvirakul, who is leader of the Boomjai Thai Party, also dismissed as groundless the rumor about MPs being bought to oust the Prime Minister. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. Days after an 8-year-old boy was bitten in the leg on Sunday by either a bull shark or a black-tipped reef shark, according to experts, beachgoers seem to have been scared off after lifeguards started patrolling Kamala Beach to warn them. The 8-year-old boy was bitten on Sunday and left a deep laceration to his lower right leg, which required over 30 stitches to close. The Katu district chief, Siwa Rawangkur, downplayed the impact of the news, saying tourists were at the beach as usual, but photos of him at the beach showed nearly no people there at all. Tourists at Kamala Beach are being warned by lifeguards and officials, as well as by warning signs, to be careful of, quote, aquatic animals when in the water. This is in addition to audio warnings in Thai and English being played in the Kamala area, according to District Chief Siwat, who talked about the rarity of this incident. Lifeguards at the beach point out that the most recent similar incident was back in 2017, when the Japanese tourist was bitten at the same Kamala Beach, and in that incident, the head of the Phuket Marine Biological Center also was confident that the culprit was a shark, but he was overruled by another expert who found favor with the Phuket governor at the time and declared it was a barracuda. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday edition of Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. Join us again tomorrow. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000 and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.